Hey guys, Darth Gloric here, back with part 6 of my Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 Season 2 modded playthrough. So last time, we knocked out Dantooine, and we pretty much cleared everything. We cleared the whole map, all the side quests that I was able to find and do. We did all the things. And now, we are back with a brand new wrap. And we are inside our this little old ruins here to discover what Revan and Malak initially discovered. And we're hanging out with Bastila and Mission, our resident security expert. And we're going in, baby. We're going in. I'm ready. Droid is speaking a language you don't recognize. What language is that? What are you trying to say? Speaking a language you don't recognize. Bastila, do you have any idea what the droid is saying?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I can reproduce any of the languages spoken by the slaves of the builders. Hey, I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manan. Why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure that the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. But you are not of the slave species, neither are you of the builders. You are like that, the one that came before.
You must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
You some kind of guardian? I am the overseer. The builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves while this monument to the power of the Starforge was constructed. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was reprogrammed to serve should a builder return in search of the knowledge of the Starforge. How long have you been here? My chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of the system's outermost planets around the sun since the builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology of the Starforge itself. My calculations are infallible. Who are these builders you keep talking about? The builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creators of the Starforge.
These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Something must have happened to wipe the builders out. The empire of the builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might and the power of the Starforge. Have you seen a builder recently? I have been here since the completion of the monument, and all this time as no builder has returned to seek information of the Starforge. What is the Starforge? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. But what is it? What does it do? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire, a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or a weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Where can we find the Starforge? Now that the slaves are gone, my purpose is to aid those who seek knowledge of the Starforge, if they're worthy. The ones that came before you, the ones like you, not builders but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secrets of the Starforge locked beyond the sealed door behind me, but there was another who failed to unlock those secrets and paid the ultimate price.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
How can I prove myself worthy? Enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can unlock their secrets and open the door. But those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I'm not programmed to say.
Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malak is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Okay. Well, he said either way, so I choose you. Wait a minute. Hang on. Excuse me. I want to see. Does Nemo have a? Ah, haha. He had a crystal and a robe. I don't suspect the robe will be better. Oh, it is better. I'm wearing Dark Apprentice robes, which look great, but they don't give me any bonuses. Whereas this will give me bonuses to a lot. I'll take it. Well, now Bastila and I match. That's kind of cool, I guess. I liked my last robes better looking, but I don't dislike these ones. They're very Jedi, you know. Get it? I'm getting through him. He has a lot of health. There it is. We got him, and immediately. Alright. I thought I saw things behind me, but I guess not.
I'm here.
Alright, level up. Awareness and treat injury. Okay. Powers. I can give it a better energy resist, affect mind, stun, stasis, disable droid, lightsaber push, force whirlwind, advanced. Let's go force whirlwind. And then mission. Awareness is pretty cracked already. We can afford a lot, so let's hit the things I really care about. Let's give her treat injury. She could use some help on that. And then I guess let's go oh, well, in that case, let's lessen demolitions and go into computer use instead. Really, her thing is security. Computer use isn't actually something she should be speccing in, technically. But I like carrying mission. So it's like, I don't really want to like switch to someone who's more of a computer guy. You know, it's a cross-class skill for her, but I'm okay leveling it, I guess I should say. I suppose. Okay, the ancient computer hums and throbs as you approach it. Its screen flickers to life, and a stream of incomprehensible characters scrawls across it. Attempt to... Well, I don't have any of that. Alright, leave it alone.
What?
Mission. Attempt to slice into the ancient system. Failure. Well, I have no knowledge, so I guess that makes sense. Okay, I'm switching back to me.
I'm here.
Okay, so if we can't hack it, let's talk to the computer. The computer goes silent, screen blank, few extremely unusual characters that appear on the screen. The computer emits a rapid sequence of tones. You hear one of the tones slothfully echoed by your datapad. A small data receptacle opens in the front of the ancient machine. Insert the datapad into the receptacle. The computer seems to be interfacing with your datapad. The screen goes blank again, and then more familiar characters begin to appear on screen. Press a button. Talk to the computer. Go silent again, humming softly. Seems to be processing data from your datapad. Your datapad is released from the receptacle, and the machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. And complete. Language analysis complete. Identify the 3 primary life-giving seed world types. I would assuming oceanic, grassland, and arboreal. That sounds right. Interesting. I mean, it said like life-giving. All right. Maybe I nailed that one. Let's try the other side. I don't assume this is gonna work. Fry, you little nerd. Well, it did okay damage. Arrgh, I got stunned. Get him, Bastila. I got stunned again. You cannot stun me forever, boy.
Take that.
As soon as I'm out of here, pal, you're dead. There we go. Now we're going in. Ooh, that was good damage. I got stunned. Get it, Bastila.
You'll pay.
Poor mission. She doesn't do like any damage at all. It's not why we keep her around anyway. God, that fucking stun, dude. Oh, that one didn't hold me very long. Kill it. Kill it. Got it. Good lord, bro. Okay. Let's give the music. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Talk to the computer. Okay. Press a button. Talk to the computer. Insert your data pad. There we go. Talk to the computer. Look into the life again. Okay. Identify the 3 death-giving. I would say desert, volcanic, and barren. That sounds right. Like, you know? That sounds right. You are neither builder nor slave. If you seek the secrets of the Starforge, you must prove yourself worthy. Only then the sealed door behind will be open. The chamber on either side contain proving grounds. Those who will stand the builders. Those who fail will be destroyed. Okay. Well. Maybe there's something else I need to do. Oh, hang on. Haha! I am genius. Alright, so it turns out all I had to do was approach the door. So I did get it. It was as simple as it looked. I just had to walk up to the door and it would open. So we're good. Luckily I didn't wander around forever. I just wandered around for maybe a minute trying to figure out what to do. You know, probably not even a minute, to be honest with you. The Starforge. That's actually probably not it. That's probably a map to the Starforge. Because I do vaguely remember the Starforge is like a whole thing. It's big.
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
What is it?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves. But we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
You know, it just occurred to me that other Jedi, like, he couldn't figure out what those words were. Like, did he just press buttons and just whatever got zapped? Like, did he get far enough to get asked the questions? You know, it's like, what is the death-giving world? And he's like, oceanic, and then he just gets killed. Like, is that what happened? Like, really? Anyway, what is the Starforge exactly?
I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Perhaps these worlds have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Agreed. Alright, let's go. We did the thing to the Council. Okay, back in the Jedi Temple. Or Enclave, I guess. But we did it. We did the thing. Oh, Jedi Council.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
I mean, I could lie, but, like, Bastila's gonna tell him. Why would I lie? Like, I mean, obviously, like, maybe on a self-serving, blah, 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 but, like, Bastila knows, and she's not Darkseid. So she's gonna be like, don't be stupid, we found this. So, like, just like, we found a map. Like, I don't know why I wouldn't tell them. We found an incomplete star map and mentioned of something called a Starforge.
This news of a Starforge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Starforge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila. and we will summon you when we are done.
I'm not even allowed to wait on the planet. They're like,
Padawan,
hey, wait in
you
your ship.
have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
I am ready to do the Council's will.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Good. Others will only slow me down.
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Totally. Great. Bastila and the Catwoman. Anyone else you want to stick me with? There are others I want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
You can count on me. I will not fail.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
And with you. Alright, let's go. Let's go. We're leaving Manan behind us. I say by Manan, I mean Dantooine. We're leaving Dantooine behind us, I meant. Alright, so Juhani wants to come with me, but she was just in the center, so if she's not here now, she must be just on my ship, awaiting. I didn't think that's the exit. Have I, like, been down here? Oh, no, there's my ship. Never mind. I don't want to go to the exit anyway. I want to go to my ship. I was, like, just, like, briefly lost on my own map here. Anyway, now we're leaving Dantooine behind us. Padawan, a word if I may. There are many rumors at your recent meeting with the Council. There's talk that sending you on a mission to help us against Malak and the Sith. Wow, rumors go fast. How do you know the Council gave me a mission? I saw you going into the Council chambers. You were in there for some time. I naturally assumed the Council had given you a task to perform. Please understand that I am not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the Order or the Republic. Whatever task the Council given you is for your ears, not mine. I only wanted to wish you well and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. What are you talking about? Master Dorak has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here in the Academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is the Terran Terak, a beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong on the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. What makes this creature so dangerous? It's a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They are incredibly strong, with a primal cunning, and they have a inborn resistance to the Force. There are some who believe the creature is a monster bred by the ancient Sith and spread throughout somewhere. Unfortunately, the monster is quite rare. Fortunately, they only dwell in the most dangerous and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Sounds like they're extinct. This is not the first time the creatures have vanished for long periods of a time. Many believe they can lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malak's rise may have woken these creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I may not be around if the Council organize another great hunt to try and exterminate them. Thanks for the warning, I'll be careful. Final warning, Padawan, don't underestimate the creature. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the great hunt. Thank you. Gotcha. If I see any sort of large creature that eats Jedi specifically, I will keep my eyes peeled. Bastila wants to chat. What's up, Bastila?
How can I help?
I want to talk about that dream right now. No, not when we're on the ship. Right now.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
Why did we dream of Malak and Revan?
Perhaps because we desired to. Perhaps because they came to this planet and were strong enough in the Force to leave a trace.
What do you mean by a trace?
They did something important here. Of that, I am certain. It may be simply that we are sensitive to that event, or it may not. We dreamed about Revan and Malak either because we were meant to, or because we needed to. There is no other way to look at it.
I still don't understand why we shared this vision.
Are you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked. And for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
But how did our fates become linked?
I don't know. Believe me. I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
How rude. It just seems a little convenient.
The Force often seems to cause events that bend the laws of probability, especially with those that are strongly affiliated with it. In this respect, you and I will simply have to become accustomed to such convenience. We are the tools of the Force, and we will do as it wills.
You make the Force sound alive, which of course I know, but whatever.
There is no evidence one way or the other. What you believe the Force to be ultimately will decide who you are.
Another question?
What would you like to know?
She may be upset that she's joined to me now, but give it time, she'll be thrilled. What do you think Malak and Revan were doing?
I have no idea. It was obviously important, however. That is why we must investigate this further.
Obviously, we know why. Like, this, I feel like this should have happened earlier, me and Bastila talking. It just hasn't come up yet for some reason. And, so obviously, because obviously we know why. I'm sort of tempted to say it just because she's been a snot, but, like, I do like the idea that she's in my dreams, but I guess we could say that. I'm not sure I like the idea of you being in my dreams.
And are you so certain that it is not you in my dreams?
I suppose it's possible.
Regardless of which it is, our fates are linked. The vision was doubtless meant for us both.
Anyway, do you think we'll receive more of these visions?
With luck, we will. I would rather not rely on such visions to guide us. But when we have so little else to go on, and the galaxy hangs in the balance...
Alright.
As you wish. You really should return our thoughts to business anyway.
Interesting. Interesting. Hey, I'm okay with her being in my dreams. And she might be a snot now, but give it time. She will be thrilled.
Yeah, what do you want?
Any more war stories?
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
What happened next?
The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
Those droids sure are something.
The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
Some fight.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice.
Interesting. Okay. There's Bastila's saber. And a blue one. Oh, that's probably Juhani's. Mine are fancy, so this is probably Juhani's. I guess you can use blue. Damage, an attack, upgraded item, or damage, and then add some energy. I guess we'll this one, and then we'll throw in that other one too. There we go. Juhani gets an upgrade. And everybody's equipped. And he's all equipped. Karth is technically all equipped. Zalbar, technically. Alright. Well, Juhani got an upgrade. Let's see. There's the back of the ship. We haven't actually been able to just look around yet. Nothing in there. Or in there. Like all these empty containers in the back of the ship for some reason. Well, obviously I'm gonna check them all. Ow! Sorry. Accidentally hit my pop filter. And it went to flying. Anyway. Bizarre. Alright, what else is going on? Is it mission in this one? Nope. Guess I was thinking of it as something else. Alright, there's T3, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a shit about that droid. There's Zalbar, but I don't care much about him either. Okay. There's Bastila and
How can I
Karth.
help?
You look like something's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
Doesn't the bond mean my presence is necessary?
Necessary, perhaps, but it is no guarantee of our success. I admit, I'm a little disturbed that such a bond could be possible in the first place. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Okay, I'll answer a few questions.
Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
Let's see. I'm in human form. Nothing extravagant. I was taken to the Jedi when I was very young.
Good. On which planet were you born?
Deralia? It's in a remote system. Why?
Excellent. Your current age is?
Wasn't all this in my service records?
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
And what'd you find out?
You were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Ho-ho! Alright, Karth, what's up?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Just want to talk with you.
Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it?
I just want to know why you distrust me so much.
What does it matter that much? Why can't you just leave it be? I just don't trust easily, and for good reasons, which are my own.
But we have to work together, Karth. It has plenty to do with me.
Damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith, and we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust?
What do I have to do with Malak and Revan?
It's not that. That's not what I mean. There were others, good, solid, trusted men who joined them. Malak and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done, but the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy.
I haven't joined the Sith, Karth. Not yet.
I know. And I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... Oh, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it.
Oh. Alright. Updates. It's Zalbar. Just keeps walking. Let's see. Okay, nothing in there. Obviously, okay, we went that way. Okay, there was Canderous. So the other peons must be over here somewhere. Mission.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
I want to talk about your brother.
Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Okay.
Okay.
What the heck is Juhani though? Like, she's supposed to be here. She wasn't in the center area. That's the exit. I think I've searched the ship. Maybe I just didn't see her and she's... Oh, there you are.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
You thought the dark side had consumed you. It's nothing.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Don't worry, Juhani. I forgive you.
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
No problem. Really quick, though. Let's see. Juhani, can we fix some of your hoopla? Alright, so none of those have bonuses, but the Jedi Knight Robe does, so we're gonna give her that. She's using the fancy saber that I gave her. Awareness. Well, what's her... Hang on a minute, we have to find... Okay, so she's already leveled. She is a Jedi Guardian. Yeah, I have to find her every time we switch tabs. So she has a +2. So she's big on stealth, which is interesting. Awareness. Treat injury. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so let's see. Improved Power Blast was obviously worthless. I guess we'll give her that. And I guess we'll just give her some little energy shields, nothing crazy. Although actually I could give her a melee shield as well. I guess we'll give her Fortitude save. And she doesn't need a dual wield. I don't think she's leveled like that anyway, which we could find out. Let's see if I can find where you're supposed to be, and then I'll switch to her. Okay. Okay, conditioning, power attack, lightsaber, defense. Yeah, I'm not saying dual wield or anything like that. Okay.
How may I be?
Wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How'd you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yes, please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where'd you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi?
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
So what'd you do?
From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Oh, neato. Alright, Zelbar. What do you want? I want to know a little more about you, Zelbar. I will honor my life debt, but I don't feel we need to share more than that. Mission will say more, but I won't. Don't trust me? Nothing personal, I just don't feel that you understand anything about me. Way of my people's enough for outsiders to know. You'll have to be content with that. You'll have to tell me more eventually. That may be, but not today. Alright. Hey, it works for me, bro. You don't want to chat? No problem. I don't want to have to read all your lines anyway. So I would say that works out. Okay, so that must be what I'm on. So there's Kashyyyk. Yavin. Yavin. Why the hell can I go to Yavin? They didn't mention Yavin. Maybe that's a cut content thing? Korriban, Manon, and then Tatooine. I'm kind of tempted to go right to Yavin. What the hell is this? Why can I go here? Let's find out. I mean, for all I know, it's a high-level area, and it's gonna kick my ass or something. Or it could just be, I don't know, something completely unrelated, do it any time. Who knows? Jumping to hyperspeed. Lightspeed? I don't remember. I'm all rusty on my Star Wars knowledge. I don't remember exactly. Is it hyperspeed? Or no, lightspeed? I don't remember. Alright. What's happening with all this, eh? There's Commander Guy and then Malik, who had half of his face cut off by Revan.
Lord Malik, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malik. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malik.
Well, well, he survived.
Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Kalo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Kalo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me, there is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Kalo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Oh, they're sharing information. And, no mention of me, though, unless, of course, you tack that onto the whole, you know, the blah blah blah's other companions. Unless, of course, I am tacked onto the other companions kind of deal there. Otherwise, no mention. What's up with that? Alright. Why the hell can I go here? What's on this planet? Anything I care about? Or nah? Let's find out. We're never gonna know by standing on the ship and wandering away. Oh, now he wants to talk. Checking our supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. Not right? What do you mean? Someone's been in the emergency stash of food. Mission and I asked everyone. Nobody knows anything about it. You might want to check out the stores in the next time you're in the cargo hold. Oh. Suspicious. Hang on, wasn't it this way and this way? Strangely, the food seems to have been disturbed recently, so no one in the party would have done this. There must be another explanation. Examine more closely. There's no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate the theft was from pests or vermin. It looks more like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. Whoever the thief is, they have managed to avoid detection by you or your companions so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship would reveal the stowaway. What the hell, bro? I'm gonna check all of our empty little things. There's something suspicious going on here. Let's find out. Oh. All that searching and I was sure something would happen. Alright, so nothing there. Aha! You hear the soft pitter-patter of footsteps behind you, but when you stop to listen, they disappear. I will find you, stowaway, whatever you are. You think you hear the soft steps behind you, but when you listen, they disappear. Hey, Candace, have you seen a stowaway? Alright, hang on, I'm just gonna keep running laps. They must be here somewhere. They disappear. Hey, Mission, you seen anything back here? Where are you? Where are you? Having like a Batman moment. Alright, maybe on the other side over here. Sound like they're coming from the cargo hold. Back to the cargo hold! Okay, I'm the only one that's smart enough to find this. That's a very adult voice from a very small child. Hey, what are you doing here? I don't understand what you're saying. I still don't understand you. She frowns and looks at you helplessly. Let's see, what do you think the, you have encountered a young girl on board the Ebon Hawk, obviously a stowaway. The language she speaks, while sounding like Mandalorian, translates into pure gibberish. She may know the language, but she certainly doesn't know how to use it. And yet it seems to be the only language she knows. It might be possible to try talking to her, but dumping her on the planet is also a possibility. Bizarre. Hey, Candace. You wouldn't happen to speak Mandalorian, would you?
Yeah, what do you want?
Can you help me with our little stowaway problem?
What? You think I don't have something better to do?
Well, I don't speak whatever language she's speaking. Hey, Mission, you're kind soul. You wanna deal with the stowaway? You got any advice on our stowaway?
Oh, heck. I don't know.
Cool. Okay. Useful. All right. Okay. Let's turn to a Jedi, or maybe a droid. Juhani.
How may I be?
Wondering if you could help me with our stowaway problem.
I do not know how to help you with that.
Awesome. Okay. Bastila. Bastila, my favorite Jedi on this ship.
How can I help?
Stowaway problem?
I'm confident that you can deal with that on your own.
Okay. Karth, best soldier on the ship.
What's
up, you killer, you?
Sorry.
Okay. God damn it. Okay, T3, best droid within eyesight, for sure. You don't talk much. Okay, so he doesn't talk. Zalbar. Stow away. Okay, so all my companions tell me to fuck off, so I guess we will just move on and keep our eyes peeled for a solution to present itself. Okay, so she's a guardian. Good lord, she's only level 6. That's okay, she'll probably level up when I leave. So I like taking Bastila just because I dream of the day when she's gonna help me, when she's going to be dark side. But to be honest, I don't have to carry her. I mean, we could try carrying Juhani, but I do just. Bastila's kind of a pill, but she's my pill, you know. So let's take Bastila. I'm tempted to take Candaris, but I'm having a security expert though, and I don't like carrying the droid. So I guess we're locking in this team as just the team because I need a security expert. So I guess this is the squad. Mission doesn't do hardless any damage, but you know. Anyway, but yeah, it doesn't do almost hardly any damage, but you know. Okay. What the heck is this, dude? I have like I don't have no memory of this. For all I know, it's brand new. Or maybe not, and I just don't remember. It's hard to say. Well, I guess we'll just keep running down this hallway. Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I recognize your ship. Davix, isn't it? Who are you? You new or something? Open the door, I'm your friend. I'll open the door, you're for you, friend. I force persuade him, just get him to open the door. Thanks, idiot. Thanks, bro. You don't look like I thought you would. Too human. Don't see too many of your kind out at all anymore. Not since the war, at any rate. What brings you here? I'm on a quest for the Jedi Council. The Jedi Council? Don't tell me you're a Jedi. You sure don't look like it. I am their only hope. Only hope, huh? There's a lot of pressure to put on someone. I hope for their sake it's not misplaced. If you don't mind me saying, what exactly is the Council sending you out to do? Trying to defeat Malak. Darth Malak? Never heard of him. Or is he the new Sith Lord who's given the Republic such a hard time now? I haven't been keeping up on recent news. He's a Dark Lord of the Sith. A new Dark Lord, is he? He always seems to pop. A new one pops up, no matter how many you kill. Your business with him is none of my business, of course, and I don't want to pry. But why are you out here running? When I acquired the Ebon Hawk, it had coordinates for your station. Acquired, huh? Well, figures Davik would be lazy enough to leave it in the nav computer. Don't leave anything about this system, did he? The ancient ruins or anything? What ruins? Yavin's fourth moon used to hold a great number of temples dedicated to the ancient Sith. When Exar Kun came here 950 years ago, he used the temples in his effort to crush the Republic. He failed, obviously, but the Republic bombarded the surface and almost into oblivion during their counterattack. All that's left is a lot of craters and a bit of jungle. You could find stuff there for years afterwards, but I'm pretty sure everything there was to find there. Mostly, all I've been doing for the last couple of years has been tinkering with what I found here. Getting some of it to work and modifying the stuff these smugglers and Trandoshans bring me to look at. Who are the smugglers? Rhodians, Aqualish, Twi'leks, whatever. They all work for organizations called the Exchange. You might have heard of them. They run smuggling operations all over the galaxy. Weapons, slaves, whatever someone's willing to pay the price for. They found my talents very useful. Like the Trandoshans, they got me to patch up and upgrade what they bring and pay me well for it. They also bring news and supplies. Who are the Trandoshans? The Trandoshans, mercenaries and bounty hunters, scum mostly. They look like two-legged lizards. Sort of like Rhodians. Why are they here? They found me a couple of years ago after the war ended. Usually they don't bargain with people they find alone in abandoned space stations, but we worked out a deal. I'd give them a few of my more applicable inventions at reasonable prices, and they'd keep me supplied with food and raw materials. It's worked out well so far, for years really. With Davik gone, that they've been getting ideas, though. Anything else you need to know? Do you have anything you'd really be willing to sell me? Yeah, I have a few things kicking around the place, stuff the Trandoshans and smugglers have brought for me to look at, and a few things I've been making from parts. They aren't cheap, though. They pay a lot for what I can make, and anything I sell to you, I can't exactly sell to them, now can I? But if you're willing to pay, I've got a few of my more advanced things you can look at. I'm always working on more, so you can check back after some other time if you don't find what you want right now. Interesting. Oh, really fancy armor. I don't have the money for it, but like just in general. Light exoskeleton. Upgradable armor. Interesting. Shadow armor. Oh shit. It's a very high stealth. Armor proficiency light. But I'm wearing robes, but in general. Some gloves. It gives me bolt deflection and dexterity. Those are great gloves. Implant level 3. 10 awareness. Oh my god. Immunity to mind affecting and poison, another level 3 implant, and then a fancy shield, which has unlimited uses. What does it do? A super efficient version of the normal droid energy shield. Oh, it's just an unlimited use shield. Also really cool. Wow. So he just runs a store, and you can just chill. Well, that's cool. This doesn't seem familiar at all. I'm wondering if this is cut content. Because this does not seem familiar. Alright, I was just trying to clear the mini-map. Excuse me. Excuse me, mission! Alright. What's going on over here? Access denied. Okay, yeah, so I don't think these other doors are real. I think that's all this station probably is. It's just like a really cool seller to buy unique items and stuff. Well, that's cool. Yeah, this is probably cut content, I would assume. I mean, maybe it's vanilla, but I don't remember. If it is, it does not look familiar at all. Well, that's neato. So he sells some really cool stuff. I want to get better implants for everybody anyway, because implants are obviously super useful. You know, just easy, just like free stats for anybody you want. You know, so obviously useful, and very interesting. So cool. All right. Well, that's neat. Big fan. Let's go ahead and move along, hop along. Although we could see if.
How can I help?
I don't suppose. Oh, look at that. You have something you want to ask me?
I do. How did you know?
Well, your face is all scrunched up like a Kinrath pup.
An amusing description, but hardly the truth. We both know the real reason. You have some idea of what I'm thinking. The bond we share.
What do you mean?
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels. And what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
Really? Do you feel arousal, perhaps? And is that for me or you? Guess you'll have to wonder. You could warn me when I do something bad. Blink once for dark side, twice for light.
This is not a joke. The choices you make could affect both our destinies. Not to mention the fate of the Republic and the entire galaxy. There is much at stake.
You're too uptight,
You've
babe.
exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
I know, I do seem suspiciously strong in the Force, don't I? I'm technically a Padawan, and yet I could dumpster most people I ever come across. Seems a little suspicious, almost like I've been a master at some point. Anyway, why are you getting so upset?
I'm sorry if I come across as harsh, but I am concerned. For you, for our mission, and for myself as well. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
Wow. I like how she just like seems convinced that I'll be the one to bring down the team. It works both ways, doesn't it? You could help me stay strong.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
Or better plan, I could drag you to the dark side with me, and then we could be together. Thoughts? I doubt I'll be a risk to the mission.
No, of course not. Not yet. But there will be challenges ahead that might make it otherwise. I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Oh, really? So convinced I'm gonna be the problem. I mean, she might be right, but she might fall first, who knows?
Yes, what's on your mind?
I want to continue our discussion.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yes, but I'm bored, spit it out. Don't you think you'd feel better if you discussed it?
Listen, sister, just because we're working together doesn't mean you get to go badger me with constant questions.
Do we have another problem now?
Blast it if you aren't the most frustrating woman to talk to. Isn't there someone else you can harass for a little while?
What is it exactly about me that frustrates you?
Oh, no. I'm not falling for that one. I wasn't born yesterday, you know.
Oh, that's tragic. Alright, I'll leave you alone if that's what you really want.
Wait. I didn't mean it that way. Don't go, damn it. Look, I suppose I could use someone to talk to. I'm just not used to it.
It's
I
therapy,
don't know why
bro.
You're so interested, but here goes. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
You say that like I should know it.
You don't. I thought everyone did. But Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him, and he got angry, and he left. I never saw him again.
You didn't think he'd betray the Republic?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
So you blame yourself for trusting your friend?
I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the danger. He nearly destroyed us all. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
So that's all of it then?
No, it's not. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Oh, but you're opening up, Karth. It's healthy for you, bro. And I'm only invested because you're part of the crew, part of the ship, alright?
How may I be of a...
Oh, I want to talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
You doing alright?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Why? What's wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about KOTOR, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the Council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
If I see you begin to slip back, I'll intervene.
I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
You're welcome.
How may I... What did...
Let's see. Oh, apparently she doesn't like Candace. Why are you so hostile towards Candace?
I am wary of the Mandalorian. I do not trust him.
He's proven himself well.
I have never trusted Mandalorians. They drove my parents from Cathar, aided the Sith, and attacked the Republic. Their warped notions of honor may provoke them to do even more heinous acts. I do not know why you tolerate his presence on your ship. In truth, he has had some merit so far, but I am not certain it is worth the risk you take.
Candace has proven himself.
His kind may prove to be a danger to the galaxy again, but this man himself has proven acceptable so far. Merely keep your distance from him and watch him so that he does not betray us.
Have you spoken to him?
Spoken to him? No, I could not. Mandalorians are vicious of temper and easily provoked. I would not want to tempt his wrath.
What? Aren't the Cathar such fierce warriors?
I am not a coward. I fear no one and nothing. But you have not had to flee the destruction of your homeworld either. Human, the Mandalorians came and overran my world. They slaughtered my race. I cannot forget what they have done, or forgive.
I would not let him harm you, Juhani.
I can take care of myself. I do not need you to patronize me, but I thank you for your kind words. It is hard being alone all the time. To be accepted and welcomed is flattering. This simmering anger and hatred for the Mandalores seems to have found a place in my heart, though. Sometimes I worry.
About what?
That I may fall to the dark side once again. That I may threaten you, the Republic, the entire galaxy, if that time does come. And if I do threaten our task, it is only right that you should strike me down. Should that time come again, I would rather no one else do it than the one who redeemed me in the first place. But we are becoming too morbid, too soon. We should not talk like this now. There is much yet we can do, but we shall talk later, I am sure.
Interesting. I don't want to talk to Zelbar. He doesn't want to talk to me anyway. Strike me down. Right, stowaway girl, you can just chill. I don't know how to help. I don't know how to help you, and my companions aren't interested. So.
Yeah. What are you?
What up, bro? All right, he has nothing to say. Okay. Then we can. Oh, check in on mission. Then we can dip. I don't suppose you have anything, mission.
Hey there. What?
Don't
worry.
Okay, no. Nothing new on missions front. Okay. So we can dip. Still, that Yavin, Yavin is interesting, very interesting. Some of those stuff is real good, but do you think it matters which one I do first? I don't want to do Kashyyyk first, I know that. I feel like I remember Manon. I think it's a lot of city and stuff, possibly. I remember there's an underwater section where normally you're really slow and you can't have companions, but I think I add on a mod that allows you to carry companions on the bottom of the ocean. I don't really remember Tatooine or Korriban. So, but I guess we'll go Tatooine first because I think HK is on Tatooine, I think. And I want HK. So let's go. Because if memory serves, I think HK, obviously a blaster character, but I think he's like big into security and computer use, which makes sense. He's a droid. If that's true, that could be great because he's dark side, and so he could easily fill the role of security expert while hopefully doing more damage and much more blended into my sensibilities as for my character. So he might blend in a lot better than Mission does, and so that could be real good. So that could be real good. Tossing and turning, having a dream. I do like the robes, though. I'm gonna be honest, that dark blue is kind of slick. Like, I liked my old robes more, but I do like these robes, though. Big fan. Also, my game minimized. That's really cool. All right, there's the Starforge. My game just minimized. I thought the game crashed, but it minimized. It didn't crash. So there's the map piece. Not Starforge. I keep calling it Starforge, but it's the Starforge map. It's not a Starforge. There's only one Starforge, and it's not that. Anyway. Alright. Tatooine. Let's go, bro. Battle Force has given us a vision. There it is. Okay.
Vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Looks like it was inside some kind of cave.
The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Indeed. I don't suppose you want to talk.
How can I help?
Want her to speak to me?
Yes, I did.
Oh, she does?
I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true? I know it's not true. Is it true you killed Revan?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi Strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
It's not what I heard.
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
So Malak did your job for you?
As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
Oh.
How can I help?
I'd like to know more about you, Bastila.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Discouraged? Why?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
I say as if I don't know. I would never agree to that as if I haven't. You aren't allowed to love.
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
You don't sound very convinced.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
So, you and your father were very close?
Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
You never tried to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
If a Jedi were allowed to love, surely it wouldn't be that bad.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Oh, you will learn to love again, babe. Oh, trust me, you will. You and I, we're gonna be hot and heavy before long. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right, you come with me. Mission, come with me. Let's go. Let's go. Don't question it. It's the system. It's the balanced team-ish.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer.
Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What do I get for my 100 credits?
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses.
I don't need to pay the fine.
You know, I don't think you need to pay the fee. We'll let it go this time.
Well, that was easy. I sure wish I had special mind-affecting force powers.
This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
I'll need good paying work. What is there to do?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
Looking for very specific things. Who should I ask?
That's not much information. Could you tell me more?
Looking for older things, artifacts, or antiques, artifacts.
You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by sand people soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know.
Interesting. Alright.
As you wish.
There you go. Just force persuade and get him to piss off, and it's as easy as that. Oh, it's just a turret. Probably. Yeah, he's just a vendor. He just sells lots of random things. Melee weapons. Oh, he sells a really fancy melee weapon of some kind. That's interesting. A fancy carbine, which is a rifle. He has some gauntlets, 3 to all saves, and then +1 dexterity. A breath mask, which gives you immunity to poison and makes you look like a badass. So that's kind of cool. Immunity, 100% versus fire. Immunity to mind affecting. Fortitude. Has some implants for immunity to critical hits. Mind affecting. Dexterity +4. Single use though. Gizka poison. Interesting. Highly pungent. Banthas find it irresistible. Interesting. Hello there, Captain. Let's see. Ah, yes, here it is. It looks like the shipment has been delivered to your ship as requested. What the shipment? What are you talking about? Docking Bay 32, isn't it? Yes, it is. And that's what I have here on the requisition form. Everything seems to be in order. The Gizka are your problem now. Excuse me, did you say Gizka? It says right here on the manifest that you ordered a crate of Gizka to be delivered to Docking Bay 32. That's right here. All I need is this thumbprint for the... Wait a second, where'd the datapad go? Oh, nothing's ever organized around here. At any rate, the Gizka are yours. One of the leaders said the crate split open once he got in your hold. Some of the critters might be gotten loose. That happens, I'm afraid. We don't accept liability. We certainly couldn't take the cargo back. Sorry. I was like, what the fuck? This dude just dropped a crate of Gizka on my ship. That's alright. The Gizka are adorable, if memory serves. I think they were very cute, if memory serves. So, it's fine. Anyway, there was some little random bits in the distance I saw there. So, all right, we will deal with the Gizka later. Into Anchorhead. I am ready. We'll deal with those little buggers later. I could just poison them all, but you know. Kind of wondering if there's other things we could do with them. Maybe find someone else who wants them or something. Because I don't feel like that's usually what I do. I don't feel like I just poison them dead and then that's it. That doesn't seem like what I normally do. Hey, you have a name.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing. Nothing left.
Speak, I'm listening.
I'll try not to take up too much of your time. I realize that everyone is out for themselves on Tatooine. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare.
What is a raid plate? Where'd you get it?
It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back.
Let's talk about what to do with the plate.
Will you buy it?
Let's see. I can't buy it, but I could take it and sell it for you.
I don't know. How could I be sure you would come back? Are you sure you can't buy it? Please.
It's the only choice you have, trust me.
I guess I don't have much choice in the matter. Here, I'll trust you with it. I'll be here. Please don't take too long. I need the credits. Maybe we can get started again. Maybe.
Got it. Alright. And I'm probably actually gonna do right by her. I feel a little bad for just, you know... I mean, even for me, that's pretty fucked up, right? Zerka office. You think the Zerka office is where you get a license? Let's try. I already don't remember. You'll be hearing about this, you Zerka puppet. I'm not gonna let this drop. You can't just murder a whole village. And don't tell me to take my concerns to the corporate kiosk. I know when I'm not wanted. What's going on here? Who are you? I'm done talking in this office. They aren't interested in anything or listening to me. I doubt they'll even acknowledge I was here. Typical is corporate evasion. That's what happens when they own everything. No accountability. Don't even bother bringing it up. Who are you, Disney? Owning everything? No, you know, they own everything, so there's no accountability.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses.
The fuck you mean you're not selling hunting licenses?
As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is.
Is there no way to get a license?
Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The sand people are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains.
Why pay for the gaffy sticks? Why not their heads?
Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good.
I will agree to do this for you.
Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them.
Alright.
Very good.
Interesting. So... sand people. Zerka asks you to give you permission to enter the Dune Sea on the condition that you stop sand people. They want the sand people's sticks. You convince the woman outside Faza to give you the raid plate so you can sell it to her and bring her back the money. Or sell it and then bring you back the money. Hey, what is it? It's about mining your sand people. Go talk to Zerka. I manage the storehouse. I want to ask about bounties. Not my affair. You want to talk to Zerka. Alright. So that he just sells stuff? Yes, he does. Okay. Then there's battle armor. Like powered battle armor, vibro swords, blaster. Mandalorian heavy pistol. It's a better pistol. Kind of hoping I could just find something better for mission, though. On top of the fact that I'm also hoping to be getting HK in, like, you know, the next lifetime, so... Okay. I don't suppose you do bounties, too, for this, by the way. Agreement, Zerka... Anything out of the ordinary happening?
I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants.
Right, know anything more local?
If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the swoop track.
Right.
There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message.
Gotcha. Zerka?
Of course. For your
Mostly I'm just looking for bounties, but maybe Zerka doesn't do that. Okay, so to get the bounty license, I need to take care of the Sand People. Did you believe a word? Don't believe a word that what Zerka Corporation said in there. There's always a peaceful solution to conflict. They're just lazy. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Miners, Zerka miners have been attacked by Sand People, so the company Zerka Corporation wanted them killed. They didn't ask you to do it, but no one will try. Of course, you can't even leave the city without Zerka approval, and they want the Sand People dead. The Zerka said the Sand People attacked first. Well, yes, they did. They attacked the Zerka, who deployed numerous giant sand crawlers and started tearing up the desert with ion shovels and whatever else. What would you have done? To the Sand People, it must have seemed like an invasion. They have no negotiations for territory or resources. I didn't think the killing had been justified, but as a conservationist, I'm hoping someone at least tries to talk this out. What do you suggest then? Communication. If we could just speak to them and they don't talk, at least not in any language our average translator can understand. There was even a Jedi here a few years back that couldn't seem to get through to them. I think that ended in blood too. I'm not saying it would be easy, but someone has to try. Maybe with a real translation droid, not these old protocol scrap heaps walking around. Who would have a capable droid? They're pretty rare even on well-stocked worlds, but I'm sure I heard something about an unusual droid in the shop here on Tatooine. I'm sure I heard Yuka Leka say that it would speak to Sand People dialect, although he say rust is gold or something. With that droid, maybe you could talk to them. I wouldn't survive. Maybe with desert robes as a disguise, someone could get into their enclave? Oh. Where would you get robes to match theirs? I suppose you could take them off of warrior raiders in the Dune Sea, but there's no way to survive anything like that. Plus, you would have to explain why you killed their warriors if you were trying to make peace, but I suppose there's no other way. Maybe I'll look into it. Sure, that's what Zerka keeps saying, and they just start shooting again. The fighting won't stop till they're all dead. Or until Zerka leave. No, but the one is as likely as the other the way things are going. What do I know? So interesting. So there's another way to do it. You can put on robes. Maybe he's probably talking about HK. You can take HK and then you can talk it out with the chieftain and get him to like piss off, so he stops, you know, just attacking. So you know, you like get a peaceful solution so you don't have to kill him. So there is another way, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever done it that way, but there is another way, which admittedly does interest me a little bit because I like the Sand People, and of course I'm not necessarily a corporate crony either. And so some part of me is tempted to do it that way. And tempted to say, you know, and actually help the Sand People. Swoop registration. I'm down. I want to talk to Swoop. I want to swoop to whoop. Oh, I'm not. No. A few things I wanted to ask, spare moment. What do you want? Looking for something. I don't know. I don't even want to talk to you either. I just want to get registered, bro. Sorry, the track is only for racers that Mada has accepted and signed up. He pays for track upkeep. It's his choice. Talk to him. Alright, so Mada. Oh, probably the HUD. I don't suppose you're... Yep. Who are you? Ah, nobody. What do you want? Handouts? Go dig a mine, fool. Fucking relax, bro. I'm looking for information. Can you help? Not interested in helping, only interested in racing. I get enough beggars through here asking for money. They have a look. Let's have a look at you. Just a human, nothing really special. You race? Maybe you own a swoop? I raced on Terrace. I won the season opener there. Ha, you and 12 other liars. Planet blows up. Race records are lost. Now everyone's a champion.
My friend tells the truth. I am a Jedi. Are you going to imply that I am lying as well?
Ho-ho! Now you are champion and travel with Jedi. Does the story get bigger with every telling?
Nobody here can compare with the racers you rode against on Terrace. You'll wipe every record from the books this backwater track.
Got him. Okay, enough of the funny stuff. You think you're a racer? You'll be the one. You'll be one. You have your own bike? I have experience. I have my own bike stored on my ship. You got a bike, then you can race. I don't care about experience as long as you can get out on the track. And if you crash and burn, that's your problem. I just need warm bodies to pad the roster between the pros. What is the matter? There's a matter of track maintenance fee, 100 credits. I don't need to pay the fee. You don't need to pay the fee, just a formality. I'll let you track for practice and set up an official race right away. Just tell me when you're ready to start. Easy. What sort of business do you need help with? I make my money off of signing good racers. Good ones, not great ones. I want them young and stupid. I've got one, Nico Senvi. Great potential. Only started racing a year ago and he loves it. He lives for it now.
And Sounds like you have something special. What do you want help with?
What I want is simple. I want Nico to sign a contract with me, and I want you to convince him. I'll pay well. Why won't he sign? The deal basically says that I fund his bike and repairs, but in return I take a hefty cut of his winnings.
That isn't fair. On Terrace, you had to give a cut to the swoop gang sponsoring you, but at least the rider got the higher share of the winnings.
He knows it's harsh, but he can't afford to go pro on his own, and he doesn't want to give up racing. I've got him where I want him. I just need you to give him a little push in the right direction, or a big shove. I think you should give him a better deal. You're not gonna pull that typical swoop jockey attitude, are you? This is business, and I know what's best. What do you care whether I make money off the kid or not? He wants to race, he'll get paid, and you'll get paid. We all win. You want to give Nico a better deal. Of course I said I'd just give him a better deal. Did I say that? Well, I guess it does make sense. His times have suffered since I made the offer. I mean, swoop jocks are moody. They feel bad, they don't win. Alright, I'll give him a better deal and make it back in the long run, I guess. You, of course, are not getting paid. I trust this is the last I'll have to hear about the matter. Anything else? Let me race. I already paid a maintenance fee. Here's the freaking fee. Alright, first tier, local boy, $23.90, okay. I'm ready. I see the lines in the Matrix. I did clip one thing there. Gosh dang it, dude. And what do you call that then? Winners draw a crowd, not lazy times like that. Set me up with a race. Haven't I already dealt with this fee? It's due before each race. Fine. Alright, last time. I'm not doing it again if I choke. Little late start there, that's not gonna help. Oh, I'm racing like shit, bro. Aha! 22.98! Let's fucking go! There. Suck my dick. Thank you. Thank you. You passed the first tier. You've earned 10 racing bonds. Not a bad showing for a beginner. You beat Garm's time easily. Take this and my thanks. You'll see if you get any better for tier 2. Nice. Okay, Haha. Alright, there you go. I proved to these gnats. Let me past, people. Thank you. I proved to these gnats what was good. There we go. We did it. We won. The first time I did it, and the second time I did. And I felt like I was racing like crap. I was like, I'm hitting so much shit, dude. I was slow getting going, but it doesn't matter. We dealt with
Lord
it.
Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Oh yeah? Not if I whoop your ass first, nerd. Come here.
Now.
Felt that.
Take that!
How do you like that, idiots? Datapad, crystal, dueling shield, Sith assassin pistol, poison grenade. Some more crystals, a short lightsaber, Sith energy shield. Crystals, a double-bladed lightsaber, and a Dark Knight Jedi robe. No shot. It's the same shit, but my sabers get better. They must. Oh yeah, it has bonuses and a fat dexterity bonus. I want that cloak. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder where there's a workbench. I wonder if I could find a workbench anywhere. Let's see. Workbench, because I picked up... I don't really want to run back to my ship, but I guess I will. I want to look at that saber, so I guess I'm going to run back to the ship and I'll see you there. Okay, so here we are on the ship. I got a double-bladed lightsaber, which does have a red crystal, which is kind of amazing. And I could upgrade it. Attack bonus 3. Ooh. Okay, I wonder if I should take this from Juhani. I'm gonna remove her crystals. I potentially need it. Okay. So I'm using one which gives me a attack modifier of +3. +1 damage, +1 attack. I think I'd rather do this. Problem is, I don't feel like that's gonna be better than my setup. Because mine are modded and juiced. 13 through 35 +14 on one side, and then 10 to 44 double bladed. Where is it? Double bladed. I guess we'll try doing this. Let's see, double bladed. Let's see, so 7 through 25 +15, 7 through 25 +13. Isn't that better? Oh, that might actually be better though. I think that's better. Oh no, 13 through 45. My possible damage up top is way better. Chance to hit does increase though. 10 through 44. Yeah, their top end is like half of what I'm doing. So I really want to use it, but I don't think I will. I could though. Although she's doing 5 through 23, is it better than what she's using? Bop. Both on 23, but her secondary blade does increase a lot, actually. Giving her this one would actually be better. Mine are better, but Bastila could use that one because it does increase hers dramatically. So it was still worth doing. I like double bladed, but maybe if I can get a modded double bladed, maybe we could be onto something. But unless the modded double bladed, I can't really afford to switch, to be honest. Hang on, I noticed something. This is a door.
You're back.
Wait.
Please. Please.
I'll come back. Hang on. I didn't realize the door was right here. Is this the bounty guy? Hey. Oh, hey, a new face. Come to test your skill in the endless dunes of Tatooine. Faz's Lodge is the place to do it. This world may not have much, but it does have meanest predators inside the Galactic Rim, Hunter's Paradise. I have something to sell you. So I see. That's the biggest desert raid plate I've ever seen in a season. Whoever got this was a skilled hunter. Premium price for that one. Does 500 sound fair? That'll work. Yes, it would. Anything else to sell? Anything for sell or trade? So rifle. These are just different ones. Scopes. Nothing crazy. There we go. Nailed it.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt. You swoop.
I don't.
You'll have to ask around. Comad Fortuna is a much more experienced. The local jowl.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, man. I wasn't even looking for all that. I just wanted to check in and sell that thing. Although I'm a little curious, like, why do you all have names? What do you do? Oh. Nope, he's a Pizak guy. I don't freaking think so, bro. I sold it. Let me out. Huh, the guy just let me buy it. Or maybe the Zerka chick gave me the license, and so, like, I'm allowed to sell to the guy now? Maybe?
You're back.
Hey.
Please.
Here we go.
You have? Did Faza give...
There you go.
Thank you. I hope it is enough. You've been a great help. I appreciate it. My children will too.
Wow. Sometimes helping people feels pretty good, you know?
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you are making a difference.
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
You're welcome. I did the good thing. Are you proud of me, you two? I did the thing. See? But I'm not out anything. I didn't pay anything. You know? I gain light side points, but I'm not inherently against light side points. Besides, no one's with me that can bitch about it. What's up, Bastila?
How can I help?
You want to talk to me?
I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zahar.
My progress?
I've seen you give in to temptation and indulge your baser emotions on many occasions. I'm afraid you are on the path that leads to the dark side. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety. for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand.
Alright, could you kindly step down from your high horse and look me in the eye for a minute, please? What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
Seem to know that temptation very well.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
We'll know, both of us, soon enough. Are you saying the light side is innocent of killing?
One who serves the light does not strike down an innocent. We take arms against the dark side and the injustice that follows it only. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Whatever is required, such as...
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side, but I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Indeed. Indeed. Must be hard to socialize with us mere mortals from your lofty position at the very top of the world, overlooking all of the ants down below. Must be quite difficult, Bastila. I cannot wait for the day when you turn to the dark side, and I do too, so we can just be on the same evil page together. Okay, let's stand in front of the door here, and that's where we'll save it. And when we come back, we start our exploration of Tatooine. We'll be popping into the cantina here, poking around, saying hi, and then we'll hopefully be gaining hopefully HK here, which would be the sauce. The real good stuff right there. So here's hoping. And good progress, and lots of chatting with the companions in this one. And getting better insight on everybody, so that's kind of neato. Anyway, that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Oh, did I just collateral that guy? Yeet. There, you go first. He's like, I think it's clear, man, you're good. As the great Bob Ross would say, what a happy accident. Later, idiots. I could hear Darth Vader in my head. I have you now. No, walk it off, bro. You're okay. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. That was so perfect.